Oh, oh, there we go. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. It's me, Chaff Commander Coffee. And, we're back with some more MTGA Cube Draft. Along with my, sort of... Well, I'm kind of just doing one every day, because it's fun. I enjoy it. So, that's what we're doing. So let's jump into one, shall we? First time we played went pretty good. Played a mono green sort of. We splashed white for a couple of things, but for the most part it was like a mono green thing. It went very well. I wonder if we'll get some different color bombs and maybe try out something else. Overall though, doing good. Let's see what we get. Pack one, pick one in this old cube. Platinum Angel. Yeah, so an interesting card, but not one that we're likely to play. We've got Dark Dweller Oracle, which could be nice in a sort of sacrifice-based deck. Walkite Marauder is interesting, sort of maybe a Azorious beatdown. Got Dungeon Geists, also not bad for that. Patient Building for Mill, if you want to try out some Mill. Patient Rebuilding is actually just pretty good in general. I'm interested to try out Sack deck. So I'm going to grab Dark Dweller Oracle. We're going to try like a token sacrifice. There's a Teferi of Dominaria, so we'll just grab that. We'll play Azorious instead. You thought I was going to play who passed that? Why would you pass Tef? I'm confused. Very confused. We'll grab Essence Scatter. Drafts are almost always creature based, so Essence Scatter should just be good. Okay, what have we got here? Don't really see any. There's no blue or white cards really. There's Taranika. Taranika's pretty decent. I'll take a Taranika. Makes us a Gideon, so always nice to make a Gideon. We could end up in Jeskai. Run this. Eyes are I like the comment on this. Eyes are unnecessary for seeing the future, because that just reminds me of that film, Horizon something. The one with oh god, that guy out of Jurassic Park. Can't remember his name for the life of me. Right, what have we got here? We've got Quench, we've got a God's Willing, Sigil of the Empty Throne. That could be good. I don't know how many enchantments are in the set though. That's the only problem. God's Willing is nearly always good. Nearly always good. Does make Taranika a lot stronger as well. I'm gonna pick up a God's Willing. In many cases it's counter target removal or target creature gains indestructible this turn. So I think it's a pretty reasonable thing to grab a copy of. We're going to be relying on value white and blue creatures to actually close games out. But, you know, Tef is just... Ooh, speaking of value white and blue, we've got Tezzy, Tezzerati, the Archon, but we've also got Mothra, which so far it seems like a good pick. Luminous Broodmoth. So basically when our creatures die, if they don't have flying, they get reborn with flying. Interesting cards. Not any that we're really in the colours of. I could grab a Flood of Tears. I don't think that's a particularly good thing to pick up in this draft. Mythos of Illuna, though, is playable. I'm going to put it in the sideboard, but I think 4 mana copy effect is probably just worth running. We don't need the Jeskai clause on it to make it good. It's just 4 mana, you get to copy one of your creatures. Or one of your opponent's creatures as well, so, you know, can definitely make use of that in some way, I should think. Right. Well, it's only pack 1. We've already got some good cards. I'd like to get some better creatures, admittedly. Or some good white removal. Exile effects or 2. That'd be good. What do we have here? We have Circle of Loyalty. Can be nice to close games out. Anthem effect. It creates knights, and whenever you cast legendary spells. We've got a Teshar for whenever you cast Historic. We could try make a Historic deck. We'd need a more low-cost creatures, but there's also Shadow Spear, which is also very, very solid. Piece of equipment. I think I'm actually going to take the Shadow Spear here. I think the Shadow Spear is more applicable just across the board, really. Warkite Marauder or Merfolk Trickster? I think Merfolk Trickster. Yeah, Merfolk Trickster. What do we have here? Pride of Conquerors. Interesting. Also got a Threnody Singer. I think I actually like Pride of Conquerors. We'll need to try and lower our curve, but yeah, Threnody Singer is also quite nice. Yeah, no, I'll take Threnody Singer. Actually, I think Threnody Singer is fine. Not seeing any cards here I particularly want, but I'll grab the Dorat in case we end up with some more red cards that are worth playing. I'll take Boon, but you can cycle it, so it's a fine card to just have in the main deck. If we don't get a chance to cast it at any point. I'll take an Embodiment of Agonies, I guess. I'll take the Enchantress's Presence in case we end up in like a banned enchantment deck. And a Flood of Tears, we're unlikely to play that. Very unlikely. Gideon. Ooh. I'll take a Gideon. Definitely take Gideon. We need to try and lower our curve a bit. We've got a lot of double symbols as well, so we really need to find some blue or white fixing. Otherwise, we might be in a bit of a tricky spot. So we're going to put a premium price on blue-white fixing. There's a Thassa. Is Thassa good for us? Not yet, but I don't think there's going to be anything really that we want with Thassa. So I think we're looking at Aldeed or the Prison Realm. I think Prison Realm. Removal is always premium, whatever format you happen to be playing in. Oh, an Elspeth. Having an option for escape isn't a bad idea. Other things that we can pick up. We've got Guild Mage. Guild Mage is quite good. Or Guild Mage is fine. I'm not that excited with Elspeth Sun's Nemesis, honestly. It does make us some tokens that we can use with Taranika and Gideon, and just to block the board up for Teferi. So we could pick up Elspeth for that reason. Again, having an escape card would be really nice, and it's going to be difficult to get an escape card in blue and white. So I will grab the Elspeth, mostly for the escape value. Conclave Tribunal. Nice. Still need to get some lower cost cards, but yeah, Conclave Tribunal is definitely very solid. Safara. So I think Safara is a bit too much. Skittering Surveyor, though. Yes, definitely want to grab a Skittering Surveyor. That helps fix us. Oh, look, a Knight of Grace. Knight of Grace. Reverent Hoplite, Splendor Mare, Merfolk Secret Keeper. I think Knight of Grace makes a very, very good pick. Very good pick. Here, no white cards. We've got Dive Down's good. Thirst for Meaning's fine. I think Voracious Great Shark is just really solid, though. It's effectively a 2-for-1 in most scenarios. And, you know, creature with counter spell attached to it, 2-for-1, always solid. Always solid. Deck shaping up very nicely. Very nicely. We don't really have any flyers in the deck, so we've got Threnody Singer, but aside from that, we've got plenty of targets for the Broodmoth. And the Broodmoth itself is just generally pretty good. 3/4 flyer is nothing to sniff up at. And we've got 2 excellent Planeswalkers, Gideon and Tef. Elspeth, not so excited by, but that's fine. Here we have an Elspeth Conquers Death, we've got a Talrand. We're not really an instant sorcery deck, so Talrand is unfortunately not really good for us. There's a Law Rune Enforcer, which is also pretty decent. But I think in a cube where people are going to be playing expensive cards, it makes a lot of sense to run Elspeth Conquers Death. Storm Tamer or Pacifism. Both very solid. I'm liking the Storm Tamer. So we'll grab the Storm Tamer. Here, I'm not seeing anything we want. Green is so open, man. Dude, just force draft green, I'm telling you. Force draft green. I'll pick up the Omen of the Hunt. It's an enchantment, it's in green, so it might be something we run. Blackblade Reforged, probably not running it, but it's an option, I guess. Psychic Corrosion. Safara. Not going to run the Safara. We're just looking for some early game drops now, really. Some cheap early game. Like we've got 3/1 drops, which is fine. We're not playing the Hoplite, but I'll pick it up. Oh, Dive Down. Nice. Very good. Zatalpa. Commence the end game. Oh boy. I think we're actually more commence the end game. I think this fits the deck better than as a Zatalpa. I think we're winning with Planeswalkers, so. Ooh, Search for Azcanta. There's a Daxos. Shepherd of the Flock, Illyrios, so a lot of decent white and blue cards that we wouldn't mind picking up. Although the Executioner is really good. The Executioner is very, very good. Huh. Let's take the Executioner. It's a body that also doubles up as... Oh, Finale of Glory. Now that's how we win the game. There's also the Sea Dasher Octopus, which is very, very good. But I think it makes sense to grab the Finale as a way of closing the game out. I like Remorseful Cleric. It's making Mothra a bit worse, actually, but, you know. Staggering Insight is solid. We've picked up some more flyers, so I think Staggering Insight is probably going to get some more value. I think the Threnody Singer can go. It's not one of our better tricks. Elspeth can probably go. Boon we can cycle, but I mean with Commence the Endgame I don't really want to run Boon. So we're looking at something like this. I could even cut the Mythos, but the Mythos can be really, really good against ramp decks or Reanimator decks. Body Double. Interesting. There's also Essence Capture, which is also very solid. 5 mana comes in as a copy of any creature. No, I'm going to take the Essence Capture. Counter spells that hit creatures are always good in draft. Always, always good. Momentary Blink. Now, this is a combat trick I do want to run. This is definitely a combat trick I want to run. I think Cleric's a bit iffy. I'll pick up the Mind Stone. I don't think we're running it, but we'll pick it up. Mind Stone could be good though. As a Zatalpa. No, I don't want to take that. I want to take the Zatalpa. Right. Well, if we were going to run the Zatalpa, we would run the Mind Stone, I think. Zatalpa is very good. Oh, oh wow, Daxos came around. There's also Shepherd of the Flock. Which one do I prefer? I think I'll take Daxos. Oh, and there's the Sea Dasher Octopus. Okay. I'm thinking we could actually make a pretty good Protect the President style deck. If we cut the Defend, we cut that. We cut the Finale. I think Zatalpa probably ends up being better than Finale in almost all cases. Probably don't even need the Zatalpa, honestly. Which means we don't need the Mind Stone. I think we're kind of like a Protect the President deck, almost. Almost. Body Double, which we probably don't want to play. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Are there any cards we absolutely want to take? I don't think so. All the blue and white cards I see here are not like ones that I scream out when I see. So Momentary Blink I'm kind of keeping as a counter spell. It's got flashback as well, so you know it's got the additional utility. I wouldn't mind getting some more creatures. Like cheap creatures. I guess Remorseful Cleric, I'm not sure what I'd take out for. Maybe cut... Well, I should probably cut a land. So I can put the Cleric in because I cut land. It's just a flyer, so it's quite nice to just have them. I could even cut the Mythos and stick the Threnody Singer in. We're relying on... Yeah. Oh, I quite like this, actually. It's like it's kind of like an Azorious Protect the President deck with a bit of a sub-theme on the fact we've got a couple of powerful planeswalkers. Sure. It's kind of. Well, we'll give it a shot. You know, maybe it'll work. I'm not sure. Green seemed hella open. Like, Henge went around the entire table. So, I get the feeling not enough people are playing green in draft. Which doesn't actually surprise me. Green is one of those colours that I think people either are very keen on playing or don't play at all in draft. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be that green is very much a colour that you either you kind of force yourself to be in or you try to avoid. I think a lot of people try to avoid it. Probably because they're fed up of playing green in standard. Or in the other draft formats. Magic. Magic Plus. Oh, here we go. Just needed to minimize it. It was taking a moment to load up. Here we go. Right. Yeah, I can run with this. Opponent goes first, which kind of sucks. Okay. Okay, it's Esper. Legion's Landing, ouch. So good opening from our opponent. Okay, we'll represent a counter spell. Swinging with a 1/1. Oh, they don't have anything. Okay. Let's get the Surveyor down. Yep, we'll take ourselves another planes. I think we have more double white than double blue. Ephemia. Okay, it's not that scary. Not that scary at all. Drop the Taranika. If I get the third mana, are they going to tap out? That's the question. I would guess that they tap out. Azorious, okay. Okay. So if we equip Taranika with the Shadow Spear, that gives Taranika Trample and Lifelink, and then we give Staggering Insight to Taranika. Oh boy. Buddy old pal, let's go. Your move, good sir. You're getting hit for 9, I'm drawing a card. Probably should have tapped my mana so I was holding Dive Down up, but unfortunately. Yeah, I should have held up Dive Down, but my mana auto-tapped, and apparently it wanted me to hold white, so... Elspeth's Nightmare. Okay, interesting. Now you can't block my Taranika if you swing. Huh? Oh, they want to transform Legion's Landing. I do not agree with that play in the slightest. Well, this game looks like it's probably in the bag, but okay. Let's get Gideon down.
Gideon Jura, at your service.
Opponent concedes. God damn. They seemed like they were trying to play a bit of a quick Esper deck, but they were just a bit slow off the bat. I mean, opening with a Legion's Landing was very solid. They just didn't really have anything to follow up. Well, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Right, game 2. Smash through these games very quickly. Yeah, I'll keep this. We've got enough mana for Merfolk Trickster. We don't have enough for the Mothra, but we do have enough for Conclave. Most of our deck is around the 3 mana mark, so... Okay, opponent's also in blue, Terramander. Okay, pass it over to them nice and quickly. See if we can't bait them into swinging with the Terramander. Okay, so see if we can't catch them out. They might counter this. Okay, yeah, they counter it. That's fine. I can block up the Terramander with the Threnody Singer, so I will do that. Stormfleet Aerialist. Okay. They have 1 blue, they got Spell Pierce. Dive down? Nope. I'll get rid of the Terramander because it's a threat that can scale into the late game. Spectral Sailor. Okay, so they have an ability to draw cards, so they're playing like a Flyers deck. Threnody Singer should keep us moderately safe for the time being. Not swinging. They're probably just going to draw with the Sailor. Do they counter the Surveyor? That's the question. I wouldn't. I don't think they would. Okay, they're actually countering the Surveyor. Okay. Right, fair enough. Guess they're worried I'm stalled out because I can't find well, we don't have any non-creatures in hand, so we don't have to. Oh, there's a Lochthwain. Also Lochthwain as well. Alright, well, we have only creatures, so they know they can't get us with any of that. They can still swing with the Stormfleet Aerialist, but meh. I would assume they start playing out their cards. They'll probably hold up a counterspell from now. Play the Sprite, hold up a counterspell. Sprite dies to any of my flyers, so that's fine. Oh, they're reading the Executioner, so they're making sure that I know, or rather, they know that I can exile one of their cards. I'm thinking I exile the Spectral Sailor, honestly. Momentary Blink. Okay. Let's see if they have some removal for the Executioner. They might do. Surprised they used the Sailor at, you know. They used the Sailor when they did. Okay, let's block the Sailor and then eat the, or block the Stormfleet and then eat the Sailor. I know they have the, I know they have Castle Lochthwain, but this is just a way to keep their card advantage down. Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna play the Sprite. Okay, the Sprite dies to the Spirit, so it's not really a threat. Okay, missing one land is a bit irritating. Hexproof from black is nice. That actually might be quite relevant against their board. We have sources of lifelink in the deck from Shadow Spear and Staggering Insight, so cast Dismissal. Okay. Okay. They're holding up counterspell mana. Yeah, probably. I don't think we're winning this game. I think we just got stalled out by the Essence Capture, the Nightmare and all that. Alright, well, let's swing for the Knight, get some damage in. Okay. If they can counter this, then we've basically just lost the game, so... They do have another instant speed they can use. Brazen Borrower. Yeah, so straight concede there. That is one hell of a hand. That was, yeah. Just draft nothing but value blue flyers, basically. I don't even know why they were running black for the most part. We didn't see many black cards. It's basically just a blue flyers deck with all of the most valuable flyers ever seen in a standard currently. That's okay though. This hand is a bit sketch because we can't play Daxos, but you know, if we draw white, always point right there. If we draw white, the hand becomes very good. I could just completely misplay. No, I'm not misplaying, I'm holding up Essence Scour. At least that's what I'll tell you guys. I didn't misplay, I'm holding up Essence Scour. Okay, so they tapped out, so I'm gonna go get rid of the door out with the Prison Realm. Because I don't want that getting out of hand, and it will absolutely get out of hand. Absolutely. I'll take an Essence Capture, sure. Crackling Drake. Hey, Crackling Drake isn't a threat yet, so that's good. Let's play the Daxos. Our opponent. Now I can't protect Daxos from removal. I can only protect him from. Okay. Okay, so we got the Voracious Great Shark. Nice, that was a good pull. Sarkhan.
I fight with a dragon's rage. Behold!
Okay. I could have attacked to get the lifelink out. Actually, I should have done that.
They are coming.
Wonder what opponent's got in hand. Siege Gang Commander. Okay. Bit problematic there. Counterspell. Essence Scour. Okay. So he can actually kill the Daxos. Oh shit. This is a very bad spot to be in.
Look to the skies.
He doesn't have enough mana to kill Daxos by sacking the goblins yet, so... Right, Daxos is now going to keep us in the game, hopefully. There's a Teferi. So I could tuck the Siege Gang. Or I could tuck the... Alright. We're going to Staggering Insight on the Daxos. Oh shit, this gets killed by the... Oh no, this doesn't count as a dragon, it's a drake. Very specific, yeah, very... I thought I was going to lose the spirit there, but I wasn't. This has trample, sir, so, you know, it has trample. He thinks he's being clever, he's not being clever. Dead. Yeah, Shadow Spear gives trample, sir.
There is no peace in defeat.
Just so you know. Alright, can he kill the Daxos or not? Okay, he's gonna try and race the Daxos, I guess. Well, now I just hit him in the face, right? Okay. Alright, let's go face. Momentary blink. Okay. Let's play the Tef. Let's draw a card.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Okay.
Don't make another move.
Now he's going to sacrifice the other goblin. Okay, well we're forcing him to use a lot of his resources.
Hold that thought.
Okay, more land is not ideal. But we have Daxos drawing us cards. Uh-oh, this might be bad. Thankfully, Daxos is still buff, thanks to all the other stuff we have. Midnight Clock, interesting. God's willing. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, well we're not dead yet. An opponent is dying. Not what I was hoping for. But it's okay, they're top decking, so... That is not quite so good. He's gonna opt here. Not opting, interesting. I mean, Gideon doesn't actually do it. Oh no, I can give it vigilance.
I am here to aid in the assault.
So Daxos can get vigilance.
I will lend you my strength.
Okay. That helps. And they took the spells out of their graveyard, so the Drake got debuffed a bit. Let's go grab an island. Let's see what they get. So we're not dead. We're not dead. By any stretch of the imagination, we're not dead. And they're going to have to start going into blocking mode. So that's good. Well, we hope. Chances are they're going to go for Gideon. Or they're going to go for the Daxos. Oh, they're going to attack the Warkite Marauder and try kill the Daxos that way. Interesting. 5-6 mana. Unless they're calculating if they have lethal, if they just go face, like a Banefire or something. Perforce Intervention. Yo, Daxos, would you like protection from red? Yeah, that's right. Yes, boy. That's what we like to see. That was not good. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. They had a good deck actually. I like their deck. I think things like Heartfire might be a bit overboard, but deck was pretty cool. Okay, 2 wins, not bad. How far can we go? I think our deck's actually pretty solid. It's got the right tools to do what it needs to do, which is get a valuable creature to push damage to face. As long as our opponent doesn't have too many answers, we're probably okay, because our interaction is purely counterspelling creatures and dealing with creatures and permanents. So we're not very good at playing against counterspells, which is a bit weird, being that we're an Azorious deck that can't fight counterspells, but such is life. This hand is actually fine. Green. Love-struck Beast. Okay. Well, there's a Voracious Great Shark. I would guess this is some kind of Mirari's Wake deck. I would guess. Okay, they're just casting Love-struck Beast. Not the most aggressive curve, but it is a curve. We're just going to Prison Realm the Love-struck Beast. We're going to try and scry some white mana onto the top, or we're going to scry a playable card. Preferably a playable card. We've drawn quite a few islands. Not the playable card I was after. That's a bit weak. Now I'm going to draw another 2 lands. But hey ho. Rexage. That is quite good. Not gonna lie. Not bad. Well, there's white, so let's get rid of the Beastie Beast again. Do they have another piece of Enchantment Hate? They have a Shall I? That's kind of problematic. Okay. I can counter artifacts or creatures with the Great Shark. Okay. I'm just gonna play it anyway. Okay. So they have to sack the Llanowar Elves here. Shadelight Ranger, okay. 2 lands. Oh, blue! Okay, so they're playing Ban. Interesting. No blocks. Alright, it's Teferi. I would like to keep 1 white open if possible. In case we draw something that needs 1 white.
I'm known for my... Let's skip to the good part.
Very nice. So they're having to sacrifice a creature to the Great Shark. Okay. Now I could blink the Great Shark depending on what they do. They're gonna activate Shall I? Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to blink the Great Shark if they try and cast a big creature. If they don't, then I'll go with what they got. Okay, they're all going. No blocks. Okay, let this target. They have one green open, so they could sack the Mind Stone, but we lose the thingy, but that's fine. Okay.
I will defend the weak at every opportunity.
Let's give this vigilance.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Another 6 damage to face, gain 6 life. Very nice. We still have the Siren Storm Tamer to counter target removal. Gouter. Gouter. Now that's scary, and that's the henge. Right, okay. Now I can make the Great Shark indestructible. Shallow's gonna go for the Gideon. Yeah, okay. No blocks.
You do not frighten me.
Okay. Essence Capture is very nice to have in this situation. Okay. Let's give the Storm Tamer Vigilance.
Share in my light.
And equip this to the Storm Tamer. Get 2 damage in. I'm gonna. But there's no point swinging with the Gideon because he'll just block the Gouter. So. Okay, sacking the Mind Stone. We do have an Essence Capture ready. Okay. That might be his only creature for this turn. So I'm going to capture it now. Now the reason this is important is because Taranika makes the Siren Storm Tamer a base. Okay, he had another creature. Taranika makes the Siren Storm Tamer a 4/4 base. He's gonna go face. Okay, with no books. That's fine. Okay, so this is actually good for us. It doesn't look good, but it is. What we can do is Gideon gives Taranika indestructible.
I believe in you, friend.
And now we swing with the Storm Tamer and Taranika. We might as well swing with the Gideon as well. And we're going to make the Siren Storm Tamer a indestructible 6/6 in the air. So he has to block. Well, he doesn't block it, but he does have to block some of my creatures. Blocking the Gideon, yeah. Blocking the Taranika, letting the Storm Tamer go through. I imagine he's going to pump his board with Shallai and go for the kill next turn. Okay, so we gain 6 life. It's quite good. Now, I don't think we're dead. I don't think so, because we get the lifelink on the Storm Tamer as well. I can also momentary blink the Voracious Great Shark to kill off something if he tries to play a creature like Trostani. So we can now momentary blink the Great Shark. Great Shark counters Trostani, so they don't get a Anthem effect off of that. Yep, counter the Trostani. Very nice. Okay. How will he do his attacks, I wonder? Galter, shall I? Does he swing with anything else? And use. Okay, he needs to swing with more. Okay. And the Rex Sage. Okay, the Rex Sage is good because we can just gain life off of that. Shadow's pumping everything. +1/+1. Okay. We have to do a bit of maths here. Okay. Right. So we're getting hit for 13. That's going to happen. We need something to survive so that we can kill him. So I think my best bet is to go Taranika under the Ooze, Great Shark under a 3/2, and you under the Shall I. So we get hit for 17, 20, I only gain 3. Is there any way I survive this? Is there any way I survive this? Great Shark blocking 4 damage isn't enough. That's still 19 damage goes through. I think I'm just dead. I think I am just dead, unfortunately. But this is what we're gonna do. So, unfortunately, even blocking with the Trost there, or getting rid of the Trost wasn't enough. If I had put the, I should have put the Shadow Spear onto the Shark. That was my mistake. My mistake. If I put the Shadow Spear on the Shark, I would have won that, because I would have gained more life out of those blocks, and I could have blocked something larger for free. So that was my bad. It didn't cross my mind that I'd be holding up more than enough mana, and keeping it on the Siren made no sense. So I don't play with equipment very often, so it's probably just a mistake of mine. Hey, this hand's fine. This hand's fine. This is a very nice staggering insight hand. We can get the Threndy Singer out instant speed, so. See if they have counterspell up. Okay, let's flash the Threndy Singer in. They do not. Right, fingers crossed. There's our land drop. Very nice. Don't want to be missing those. So removal is what we're expecting. There's Chain's Edict. Okay. Opponent stuck on 2? No, they have 3. Cool. Kind of tempted to play the Daxos, but it doesn't really help. So I'm going to play the Hanged Executioner because we do have enough mana to activate the Executioner. And it gives us more pressure in the air, so I think it's a worthwhile thing to do. There's Gideon. Sultai. Okay. Kind of expecting a counterspell, but I'll play the Gideon, see what happens. Counterspell. No counterspell, interesting.
Together we can banish evil from this plane.
Let's target the little
I believe in you.
lifelink. Cycling the Croson Tusker. Okay. Search for a land, draw a card. Okay. So now we have Gideon who can swing next turn unless they have an answer to him. Eldest Reborn. Sacrifice my token. Okay, so let's keep the beatdown going. Let's give Hanged Executioner lifelink.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, do they have a board wipe here? Discard a card. I will discard the island. I'm confident we'll draw more land eventually. Bolus's Clutches. Stealing the Gideon is interest. Oh wait, no, that's actually really bad for us. Okay. In Bolus's Clutches, once again proving to just be really, really not fun. At least. Oh no, he'll steal my Gideon as well, or he'll just get the Croson Tusker back. Okay, so I think he's going to go for the Crosan Tusker.
My sword is your end.
He might go for the Gideon. We'll see. I could have Elspeth to get rid of the Eldest Reborn, but honestly I'd rather just Elspeth the threat he gets out of it. I think. But we'll find out. Okay, he's gonna go get the Gideon. That's an interesting choice. He doesn't have any creatures to play off the back of Gideon, so Gideon doesn't help him hold the board down. So he must have a board wipe or something.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
I think he's planning on playing a creature that will then get lifelink. Gary. Okay. Is that it? It's a bit weak. Right, well. Elspeth conquers death. Gideon can't target himself, so then for 3. Getting a little bit outvalued here by the Bolus's Clutches. That sort of like between that and the Eldest Reborn, we kind of got like 3 for 1, which is a bit silly, but what are you gonna do? We haven't played any actual cube power cards. We've played some sort of fairly average, you know, Theros cards. Shark Horse, cool. So yeah, the problem in this matchup, I think the problem with this deck in general is we didn't pull enough of the really crazy power cards in the draft, like a la Croson Tusker even is really good. Ramp and you draw a card, so it's pretty solid. Well, it's not ramp, but yeah, filters. Very, very decent. Especially since that card synergizes well with like the reanimation from Eldest Reborn. I'm surprised they didn't actually pick that up out the bin over Gideon. Okay.
I can take it.
So we get to return creature or planeswalker from our graveyard. Dusk Legion Zealot. It's a bit desperate. Lose 1 life. Down to 4. They must have some more creatures, right?
Share in my light.
Well, life looks well and good, but doesn't do anything. Oh, they're going to flashback Chainer's Edict? They can't, they ain't got enough mana. Blood for Bones, okay. Alright, we win the game now. Merfolk Trickster is going to be clutch. There you go, Merfolk Trickster coming in. Just push that final piece of damage that we needed. He would have died if he didn't play the Vampire, or Dusk Legion dude as well, so... Not bad, okay, 3 games. Not bad. At least we'll go 50-50 win rate with this deck, which is kind of what I expect. The deck's not, like, amazing. There weren't any cards I was like, whoa! Aside from the Teferi. But we don't really have the right shell for Teferi. We didn't pull the right sort of cards to make Teferi really shine. But then again, Teferi kind of just shines by himself, given how strong he is. But who knows, we might now win 4 games in a row. That would be really, really good. Really, really good. From what happened during the draft, green did look incredibly open. I noticed black being quite open last time I drafted, and it did seem to be fairly open this time as well. So I think a lot of people are drafting the blue, red, and white, which is interesting. They tend to be not the colours I immediately gravitate to in a draft. I tend to gravitate towards green because they keep pushing green. And black because black is the colours of removal, so removal is good. Removal is indeed quite good in a draft situation. Keep it. 1 blue makes this hand really good. Otherwise, another white still makes it very playable. We do need to find some land. We do need to find some land. Okay, holding up a counter spell probably. We'll play out the Hanged Executioner first. Yeah, they can counter this if they want. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'd rather have Taranika in play than getting countered. Okay, so we need some blue mana. That's Oracle. I think they have like a bolt effect or something in hand. Taranika's going to make Knight of Grace a 4/4 indestructible first strike, which is quite good. Quite good. We really need to pull some land. This is getting silly. That looks like counterspell, so they're holding up a counterspell of some description, probably. Are they going to put 3 creatures underneath Taranika? They are! Okay, interesting. Well, I'm going to kill the Spectral Sailor, obviously, so... that's Oracle second. They have a buff for the Spectral Sailor. Okay. Well, sure, I guess. And now they're just going to draw cards off the Spectral Sailor, and there's nothing I can do about it, because I can't draw blue mana. Or white card, actually. I've just drawn nothing but blue cards after missing all of my mana, so... There you go. So, just going to pass and cry. Was it bad to keep that hand? I don't think so. On the draw, 2 white, we had double white symbols in hand. I think we kind of got a little bit shafted.
Stay back. I'm an explosively good pyromancer.
We got a little bit shafted on our draw. I think more than a little bit shafted, actually. But I don't think we can win now that they've just resolved a Chandra. Ah, there's blue. Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't think this gives us enough of an option, but hey, we'll play the test and see what happens.
Sorry, we need to move quickly.
I know I could put the Chandra, like, towards the bottom of the deck, but I don't think that actually solves anything. At least now they have to pay 5 to delete Teferi. Mythos creates copies of Planeswalkers. I didn't realize that. Well, there you go.
I won't hide from the world any longer.
There you go. It creates copies of Planeswalkers. Well, yeah, we've definitely lost this game now.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
I thought it was just target creatures, but it does say target permanent. I think the reason why I thought it was creatures is because of the fight clause, if you pay Teema to cast it. So yeah, that would probably be why. And an Deer Kraken, so yeah, some pretty good cards here. Pretty good. Oh, my Magic's a lot less stuttery today, which is very nice. I'm enjoying it. Okay, we got double blue. Doesn't really help, since there's nothing we can do to get back in this game. So I'm just going to concede, because they're going to just keep taking up Teferi, and we'll end up losing. Well, there you go. 3 wins. I didn't think the deck was that good. We didn't really have any crazy power cards that I had in my green draft. Like the green draft had like a Carney T and Ulamog. It had great ramp. It had a Mirari's Wake. It was really solid. This was kind of like pretty meh. I think sometimes we did lose a game down to my decision making, so it was not just the deck's fault. I don't play President decks a huge deal, but we were not very good at drawing actual power cards for the most part. In the draft or in the games, but hey ho, what are you gonna do? Probably should. Yeah, create a token that's coffee target permanent. The reason I was confused, I thought this was just creatures, is because it says if Teema was spent to cast this, create a token that's a copy, and then when it ETBs, it fights target creature you don't control. So I figured it was just creatures, but I haven't played around with it, so that would explain that. Anyway, we got some cards. We got a Vanguard, his name, and an Argyl's Bloodfast. I'm fairly sure I own all these cards, but huh. We also got Pack, so that's nice. Also, apparently we had a quest, but I don't remember having a quest when I started, so maybe the Magic servers just rolled over for the new day. We'll take a look at that. Okay. Oh, I got a looker. That's nice. That's nice. Nice indeed. Right. I'll probably re-roll that tomorrow. Anyway, that's the that was the cube for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be playing another one tomorrow, so expect a cube more or less every day until M21 comes out, or I run out of gold, whichever one comes first. Since gold can't be used for M21 on release, you can use it to buy packs, but I'm going to be playing draft, and the draft will cost gems, so I will not be spending gold on M21 immediately. Right. As always, guys, it's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the cube. More to come, and you should start seeing some Civ 4 videos come up today. If you're obviously watching this in the future, then there's some Civ 4 videos on the channel. Have a good one. Stay safe in all the quarantine and stuff, and yeah, take care. Ta-ta for now.